No, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
That one right there, I wrote on the toilet.
Oh yeah, toilet.
That's why it's straight shit!
I'm not going no fucking where. Happy, buddy?
There's no telling what lies in wait for me at there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. But I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't.
I think we should still
promise.
tell him.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Still
I'll
think
be
we should have
interested
told
to
him.
compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Let's roll.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Confringo.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. Accio. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Let's go.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Bingo. Fringo. Accio. Compulso. Watch your step. I need a slip there. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Fringo. All this grass, it no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then we're abandoned.
Exactly.
Right, this way.
Fine, though.
Okay. No, this way. That's not a good sight.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Accio.
Spider didn't stand a chance.
There's something here by the altar.
Clear that to something.
What did you find? Accio. That's very subtle.
Accio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio. 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 Wingardium Leviosa.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Come on.
I need to find a safe way across. Lumos. Accio.
Oh, I see.
Lumos. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio.
Creepy.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Rickety bone bridge complete. Revelio. Looks like part of a student's diary.
Ew.
It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means
I
this
just
can't be a
did
dead
that
end.
already.
Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me
Yes.
think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
They already did it, dude.
There's more to this than even I imagined.
Confringo!
What?
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse.
Great.
I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Yeah, right.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy.
Yeah.
I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses,
Alright,
your
give it
intention
a no.
has to be clear. You have to mean it.
I didn't
It's
say
probably
that.
wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Focus your wand's movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Mastered.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
That's seriously it.
Revelio.
That's not creepy. Alright, let's go in here.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Hmm? What?
That worked. Keep going. This looks different than what we faced
Where's the
before.
wind one?
Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
I see. Wind. Infinity knot. Where are you? You're there. Three targets. Tetris. Seems to be all of them. But honestly, I don't want to go where the mission tells me to go. Okay, that way I can't go. Because I feel like I'm missing shit. Oh, let's fight.
Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombard.
Yeah, you could say that.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Revelio. Confringo.
There we go. Okay. I can't. Okay. Can't do anything over there, so let's go in here.
Revelio.
More gold. More gold. I'll take gold whenever I can.
Confringo. This catacomb has suffered decay.
That'd be a
Just
safe
as the
assumption.
student summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Accio. Confringo.
Okay. Nothing.
Revelio.
Alright, we can go back now.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
That's it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That's bad.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. Revelio. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place. Confringo. Defender. Morpala. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Fuck.
Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
You ready?
Confringo.
I don't even like the constant fucking
For a moment, there, I
appearance
thought
of
that
many
would never end.
fucking spiders.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
More potions.
Revelio.
That's creepy looking. I
Sebastian,
don't know.
the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student
Yeah.
left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What
You gotta
do
summon.
suppose
You
is
gotta
meant by
sacrifice
the
your
dark
soul.
sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find
Dude.
it. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Yeah, it's
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
yeah.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
I don't know what's the way out. Is it this way?
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Then why did you?
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Dude needs to chill.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Yay, more moonstone.
Accio.
That's not good.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what
Dude,
needs to be done to get us
Fellcroft is on fire.
She thinks like Ominous.
I think you have more things to
It'd
worry
only
about.
upset her. no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Was that your best?
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Not quite.
Incendio!
Thank you for watching, and as always, don't be a dumbass. That's my job. Hence the name, Stupid Doofus, logging off.